Hello everybody, my name is Simone and welcome to Simone's Bedtime Stories. Me and my pals are getting ready to sleep and my dad is going to tell us a story. Daddy, I'm ready.
All right. Say, ready to sleep?
Yes.
All right, okay. What story can we tell today for you?
How about the story that you told me when Tenali Ramen was trying to figure out which word for the poet to spell.
Okay. All right. So let's tell a story of Tenali Ram, right? He's the smarty pants Ram, right?
Yes.
So he's all smarty pants. So let's tell story of Tenali Ram. Okay. So Tenali Ram is a smart guy in this king's court, right? In the olden days.
What's a coat?
So the king, there is a king.
Temple?
No, there is king's palace. That's where the king lives, and then king conducts business. So on a daily basis, and not technically on a daily basis, on a regular basis, the king will, assemble all his officials. There'll be people that will come and report to him. Hey, here is how much tax I've collected from all the provinces, and here is.
What are provinces?
Province is a state. For example, Georgia is a state in the United States. There's Alabama next to us, there is Texas, there is California. So like that, every country will have, provinces, right? Every state. So for administrative purposes, right? For the king cannot, go to every single field or every single farmer or every single person and collect tax. So what the king will do is the king will divide his country into several provinces and assign a person. Hey, you are the head of this province and you report to me. So you go and do your tax collection or make sure people are happy in that space, and then you come back and tell me, and they become your responsibility. Meaning, you have to take care of them. You have to make sure they're happy. You have to make sure that there are them are people. So there are people living in that area, right? So he's saying he'll assign some kind of a general or some kind of an official to that province, governor. For example, Georgia, we have a governor. Every state here in the US has a governor. In India, every state has a chief minister, right? So like that, he will assign officials to that province and he'll say, hey, you have to make sure all people living in that province are happy and, they don't have any problems. There should not be any thieves, there should not be any bad people, there should not be some bad guy killing people, there should not be animals coming and spoiling the crops, they should have good water facilities, the farmers are able to do their farming and grow crops, and their soldiers doing their job properly, so nobody is coming and disturbing the people in the province, everybody's happy. So that's what the people in the province expect, right? So the king will designate an official, it's his general or it could be anybody that's a leader. So that person will take care of the province, and that person will on a regular basis come to the king and report, hey king, my people are happy or my people are having problems, my people are, there was no rain all this while, so they're not able to produce any crops, so they're not going to pay tax this year, or they're struggling, help us. So all kinds of things happen. So that's how a king, governs his country, right? So the king will listen. Oh, really? Oh my God, sorry. What happened? Why they don't have, why there was no rain? How can we solve that problem? The king might say, hey, this province has a lot more water and that province doesn't have water. So can we build a canal from this province to that province so we can take excess water from here and give it to those people so they can all benefit, right? One province might have a lot of flood and the other province might not have any water. So if we can build a canal from one province to the other province.
What's a canal?
Canal is it's a
underwater tube type
dig. Exactly. So water flows whenever there is a flood. Water flows from this place to that place. So they get water, and these people don't have the flood anymore. So
So it's like they share that part of water.
Exactly. So they share that water. So that's what, so that's how the king rules. And like this, this king is also ruling, and, the king assembles his court, so all these people can come. And that's what king's way of doing business. And king is also, there is sometimes there might be people with a lot of pain or trouble, or they might be in a quarrel situation. They might be, they might have done some deals and, the other person is not agreeing, or the other person is not paying money. One guy might have given money to the other other guy might have said, hey, I'll give it the money back after 1 year or 2 years, and this guy is not giving money. So this first person doesn't know what to do, so he comes to the king and complains, hey, this person
and the
borrowed.
king helps them?
Kings help them. King will call both the people and then ask, what is your story? What is your story? Okay, this is what you guys should do. So that's what king does, right? That's the king's business. So king has to address all these problems, and king has to make sure people are happy, and king has to do the right thing, right? King has to provide justice to his people, so everybody respects the king. So everybody will feel, if the king is right, they'll say, okay, the king is always right. We have to go to the king and get our problem solved, right? That's how it works. So like that, the king does, and also king has other things. King also has to patronage, right? Patronize. Patronize means support. The king has to support, artistic work. There are a lot of artists. There are good dancers. There are good poets. There are good, writers. There are good speakers. There are good, scholars. There are good actors. Scholars are people that specialize in one specific field of study. They might take, for example, it could be cooking. They might say, I come up with so many recipes, and I know this, I know that. He might be a scholar in that whatever area it is.
Or a great instrument player.
Exactly. So that is an artist. So he's a musician, right? So if he plays